Hello. Welcome to Starbucks Talk. I'm Leana Delle,
I'm Mike Matthews.
and I'm going to ask Mike a few questions today just so you can kind of get to know him better. Great guy. He's my accountability partner,
Okay.
which we'll talk a little bit more about, right?
Right.
But first, we're going to find out a little bit about Mike. Where are you from? Kind of just let us know about you.
Okay. My name is Mike Matthews. I'm from Washington, D.C. I went to
Capital.
University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. Go Hawks. I came here 4 years ago. Fidelity Investments recruited me and brought me down here, and I've been living the dream ever since.
Here being Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
Yeah,
Texas.
sitting
No
outside.
Cowboys boots yet, but I'll get there one day.
Sitting outside in January. Just got to say.
Yeah, but I just love to. My passion is helping people. I don't care in what capacity, whether it's grocery store runs to trying to talk you out of committing suicide. I'm just there. I'm all over it. I love it. That's what drives me.
He's a true inspiration.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me about how this journey started for you.
Okay, I started. It was rough beginnings for me. I was raised by a single mom, Beatrice Lofton. Love you, mom. Even though you don't have technology, you still someone text her and let her know about it.
She
But
needs to get it.
I started from rough beginnings. I had to get out there. My mom, she worked 12 to 13 hours a day, so she didn't really have time to really give us the instructions. So I had to get out there on the streets and figure it out. I made a boatload of mistakes. Be highly transparent to you. I used to sell drugs in high school. And my reasoning for doing it was wrong. I was helping my mom. I thought the more money that I kept in my pocket, the less coming out of her pocket. So I thought I was doing something. I was mimicking the individuals around me. I hung around friends who didn't want anything out of life. They didn't really have any true goals. Didn't really care, and they didn't mind doing but wrong. Didn't mind getting into trouble. Didn't mind getting locked up. A lot of times, that's what you need to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
What are things that your friends don't mind getting into? Some of the things that you should look at when picking friends. But anyway, I was around those surroundings. I changed my life around, went to college, then screwed up there too. And later on down the line, through my trials and tribulations, I was able to get out. And now I'm here today. Work for Fidelity Investments, and I'm an operations systems programmer. And now I'm transitioning out into my new life.
He's also the founder of Journal Dump.
JournalDump.com coming soon. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram.
He's a journal. Tell them about your journal.
Here's my turn. So I started doing this last year. I met a guy, a very wealthy guy down here in Dallas on a golf course. I went down to his office, and he had a journal on his desk. And it looked like one of them Harry Potter type books. So I asked him, what is that? And what do you put in there? He said, well, it's a journal. And every day when I wake up, I write down the agenda on things that I want to accomplish that day. And before I go to sleep, I pull out my journal and put it on my bed. And I compare the things that I wanted to do versus things that I did, that I took care of. And every night he strived to accomplish all that he could accomplish that day. So and each day he gets better, but it's all about recording.
Dumping.
Recording your life. It's essentially just dumping your thoughts, right? We go through life every day, and they say every day you get 2 opportunities to change your life around. And first of all, you have to recognize it. Then second, you have to react on it. And I believe that it's not the reaction that gets people, it's just the lack of recognizing what you have in front of you. But the journal helps me with that. Every great thought that I have goes straight in the journal. Things that I want to accomplish, things I want to change about myself and improve, just everything. I dump it. Journal dump.
It's a movement, man.
It
It's
is.
like, look,
It really is.
check it out.
It's the best. If you don't have a journal, you need to get it right now.
The tabs,
Yep.
got goals.
Exactly.
He's taught me, and it makes a huge difference.
Record, reflect, and release.
Yeah.
That's my motto.
And dump.
and dump it.
It's
And dump
great.
it.
It is so inspiring.
Yeah.
You're inspiring.
Thank you.
And I know you talked about inspiring people, but do you have any particular audience that you want to, like, you have a target audience, or you
Sure,
just kind of?
sure. So my target audience is troubled youth, young adults, and working professionals. I believe that's my area. I know there are a lot of speakers today, and they speak to adults, right? They speak to business folks, business individuals, and they speak to them about change. But I believe that where it starts is before that. Uh, and that's my area. And it's not a very attractive area because obviously, young adults or working professionals may not have enough money to pay the speakers 50, 60 grand. But that's where I'm most passionate at, because that's where I needed the instruction when I was in the trenches, in the middle of the distraction and the lack of direction.
Impressionable, when you were impressionable.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
It makes sense. Definitely. You can speak to what you know. You were there.
Exactly. I was there. I made every mistake possible.
So you do speaking.
Yes.
And do you have any materials that you're working on, or anything that you do besides speaking?
Sure. So I'm working on a book called Smile.
Oh, cool.
And hopefully it'll be done by the end of the year. Smile is something I'm really, really passionate about. I could never in my life picture myself writing a book. And I think that's what it's all about.
It is.
Doing something that you could never imagine. That's what drives me. I can't wait until I'm able to tangibly feel that thing I once thought about. It all started for me in April. In April. I had thoughts before then, but in April is the aha moment. I had a friend. I was coming from Cozumel, Mexico, and I got a call from my mom stating that one of my childhood friends had got locked up for first-degree murder. And 2 weeks before that, me and him actually talked about coming down here. I wanted him to come here to visit me. Because a lot of times when you leave out of, rough beginnings, rough situations, the initial thought is to bring everyone with you. I wanted to expose Odell to a new level of living, a new quality of life. But when that situation hit, it disrupted my whole being, because I felt as if my silence did him an injustice. I felt like I had the solution, but I had it tucked away, and I was living a comfortable life, basically doing anything I want, being wherever I want. I was living great. I had the solution to helping him, and maybe could have said something that could have changed his life, that could have just totally killed that thought about him ever wanting to take someone else's life.
Yeah.
And
it's a heartbreak.
I did him an injustice. And that's a feeling I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. And I still have to face the day where I need to go visit him in jail. And I'm to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it, but it's something that I have to do. Yeah.
Well, you're very inspiring, and hopefully you can touch somebody else's life and make them think twice if they come across something like that. How would someone get a hold of you, or how can they follow you?
Okay.
See what you're all about.
Well, I'm all over social media. So the first place you go is Instagram. I love that. It's more visuals, less words. Go on Journal Dump. Follow me at Journal Dump. And then my main page is Mike Matters. So it's MikeMatters. Mike Matters.
Awesome. And you won't be disappointed. This guy is so talented and very inspirational, and I think you should get in touch with him, have him come out and speak to any youth groups you know of, or any groups, actually. He'd be great for any audience. I've seen him, and he is very inspiring. He rocks the room. So,
oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mike
Thank
Matters,
you so much.
Starbucks Talk. Check him out.
Check me out.
Check him out.